Hi folks, today I've got Jim Stahl of Northwest Fishing Guides with me. He is also a Dick Nite Factory Team Pro Guide. And we're going to talk a little bit about scents. Yes, you heard it right, scents. And talking specifically about using scents on a Dick Nite spoon. You know, Jim, I have a lot of anglers that fish with me, and when they see me putting scent on the spoon, they're actually surprised.
Yeah, and some of them almost think you're cheating or it's some special formula, and it's not. Dick with these four different scents have kind of covered the spectrum of what you really need. He was pretty smart when he brought them out because nobody had really specialized them to Dick Nites, and it's a pretty cool deal. It just adds to your arsenal, and it's a pretty cool deal.
I agree. You know, folks, sometimes fishing gets slow, and those fish need that trigger to get them to bite, even when they're seeing that beautiful Dick Nite spoon just wobbling in the water. You know, the Dick Nite Attractant, what we like to call DNA, is just the perfect solution for your Dick Nite spoons. Now, putting scent on your spoons is not that difficult, but there is a little technique to it. You can't just fill this indentation on the spoon full of scent and expect the spoon to wobble the proper way.
Yeah, it'll change the action, and actually a little bit of this stuff goes a long way. You don't need a whole big old goop of it on there. Just a light film, and you should be just in good.
I agree, folks. I've literally put scent on my Dick Nite spoons before, and at the end of the day, I have to wash them in Joy soap just to get that scent off, and you'd be surprised at how strong this scent is that had been put on maybe an hour or two previous.
Yeah, and that's another thing that a lot of people don't think of as negative scents, and we could go off in a different direction with that. But where you're gloved up and using the glove, any little thing can change how that fish is going to react, and we can be rocket scientists, or we can be, the simple guy and say, well, I don't need that. But, if that lure is sitting in the back of your boat and it's prone to get oil on it, grease on it, anything, that can, change the attitude of the fish, and he doesn't want to bite it. So everything in my boat, I have a hot water sink. I know Doug has a hot water sink. Everything in my boat, at the end of the day, I hit it with a little bit of Joy, scrub it down, dry it out. I also will repolish some of them. I don't like to use much compound to do it. I'll just use a towel or a micro fleece or something. But this scent, it's really sticky, and if you don't clean it off, after a while it can start to break down, and it's gonna start to stink. And
That's
sometimes
right.
Those fish don't want that. So.
And you'll notice if you don't clean your lures off, you'll actually the color will change on those lures.
They'll tarnish.
And so you've taken a $3 lure and ruined it. So make sure you clean those things, and make sure, as Jim says, that you're controlling the scent that you're putting in the water. I like to keep my scents separate from everything else. I don't want those old scent tackle box smells on my spoons, so I keep my spoons separate. So let's talk about putting some of this DNA onto a spoon. And I encourage you to try the different flavors that he has. And he does have 4 different scents. And I would try all of them. I think you might be impressed in how they're going to work for you. So guys, when you're using scent on a Dick Nite spoon, this scent is going to go a very long way because you don't need very much to scent your spoon. So when I put my scent on the spoon, I first put just a small amount on my finger. And I got to tell you, that's pretty much all you need, because you're just going to put a thin coat on this spoon. So I'll take this scent that's on my finger, touch it to my thumb, and it evens it out on both sides. Now I can coat both sides of the spoon. And when I've got the scent on, what I like to do is I like to just draw my hand back, and that levels that scent out. And you'll notice that the spoon has got that scent glistening on both sides. You can see that the scent is on the back side. You can see it's on the front side. But very important, it's not built up in the indentation toward the end of the spoon. Because if you have too much scent in there, it's going to change the action of the spoon. So guys, using scent on your spoons is a natural thing to do. just make sure that you don't use too much scent on the spoon. You want that action. Dick Nite has 4 different flavors of Dick Nite Attractant, and you need to give them a try. Thanks for watching.